Hello. Hi, you. It's me, Candice, or Sister Minh with Happy Catastrophe. And the second I said, hello, you, Jack started chewing on his bone. It's a weird thing. In case you don't know, Jack is my dog. I live alone in a cabin in the woods, and Jack was sleeping peacefully. But as soon as he hears me say hello, you, he knows I'm going to be sitting here for a while talking. And so he just wants to be active too, I guess, or be part of the video. So you're going to hear him chomping away. He was sound asleep. I don't get it. Anyway, Matchstick Mouse and I are here this evening. And yes, I burned myself again. You know, I really can cook. I don't know what the deal is. I've burned myself everywhere lately. I just can't... I don't know if I'm just not bending over enough to not see the, to not get my hands in there, but I could never be a hand model. Sigh. Could you imagine? Hand models must never do anything with their hands. They must never cook or garden or anything, because you get one little burn like this and you're out of a job. How stressful. I'm glad I'm not a hand model. Anyway, today we're talking Harry Potter Palooza. I love Harry Potter. I want to live in Harry Potter land. But I hadn't been able... Wow, he is loud chewing on that thing. I haven't been able to find a Harry Potter book that I loved. There is a ton of Harry Potter coloring books out there. And there is a ton of bad ones. I don't know why it's so hard to make a Harry Potter coloring book. But so many of them are either too much wallpaper pages, and although I like wallpaper pages, this is a pretty cool series of books and movies. You could put a few scenes in there, I think, or they're too simple, or the people don't even look like the characters, so you're not even sure who they are. It's just a lot of garbage out there. And I've been on a lot of used sites, and it's hard to find flip-throughs on used sites because the vast majority of books being sold are from giant resellers like Goodwill, or the one I like the best is, what's it called? I'll come up with it. It's the one I bought, but all of them are fine. They're all just big companies reselling books, and they don't do flip-throughs. They just have a stock picture of the cover on their advertisement. So secondsale.com. Secondsale.com is the seller that I tend to really like a lot. The one time I got a book that was heavily colored in, they refunded me, no questions asked. So they've never given me a hard time. So some of these you will have seen on resale sites, and some of these you won't, because I never did. So let's get started. I did the hard work for you. I curated just a few of the best Harry Potter books. So if you're looking for a good Harry Potter coloring book, I've got some here of several different types, and then some suggestions of ones you might want to stay away from. All right, let's do it. So I'm starting from the least favorite to my most favorite. These books are everywhere. And they will say they also have a series. These are these Insight? These are Warner Brothers books. And the publisher is Scholastic, an Insight Editions book, but it's published by Scholastic. These probably have, they all have decent paper, but this is probably the worst paper, and it's also the least interesting book. Now, there's this one that's just Harry Potter coloring book. And then there's, in this series, do they even have pictures of ones in the series? They have one for all the houses. They have one that's just transportation items like boats and flying things and the train. They have one that's just beasts. They have one that is from the movie, the Fantastical Beasts one. They have a whole bunch in this Scholastic series, and most of them are kind of crappy, and they're all over resale sites. You can get them for almost nothing because nobody really likes them. But this one, I think, of that whole slush pile of just kind of a lot of Shutterstock wallpaper books. I think this one has the most colorable pages. So if you were interested in one of these Scholastic books, I would get just the regular Harry Potter coloring book. And let's go through it. Now this was, I got this off of Amazon because I really wanted to do this video, and I was kind of overwhelmed with how many of these were available on the resale sites. And I didn't want to weed through whether things were good or bad or not. So I bought it new. But that was where I found the flip through as well. You will, so far I haven't seen many duplicates between the books, but you will see some scenes that are in other books, but they're not the exact same thing. So in a couple of my other books, there is a scene of when Dumbledore is dropping off Harry Potter to his relatives, but not this exact page. So there are some nice scenes. Like this one's cool. You could do so much fun things with all that detailed stuff, all those leaves. And it does have things like this. Now again, this double-sided, and this paper is pretty thin. It's that soft paper that I'm not sure. I think a lot of things bleed through this type of paper. A lot of water mediums bleed through this type of paper. Again, the Sorting Hat, and that's Ron. I got this one because I thought the characters were recognizable. There were more scenes in this one than the others. And because I love this one, because this series of books is so plentiful. But again, if I were to just buy the best Harry Potter books, I would skip this whole series. I don't like the paper. The paper's not great. So yeah, I mean, I'm showing this one in case you're interested, but I'll tell you right now, this is not the best one of the ones that I found. That's a great scene. It does have some pictures in it that aren't in the other books though. Like, I don't mind doing this to this book. Like this scene. I mean, that's a great view. Hedwig back there is like, oh my God. Yeah, some of these pictures aren't in others. I love this of Dobby. Yeah. I mean, there's some great ones, and I'm going to figure out how to color it. I mean, pencils would probably go pretty well on there because there's some tooth to this, but the paper is just the kind that kind of disintegrates with water. So I would stick with oil pastels. It might be able to handle acrylic, maybe. Pens would be good. Markers would be good. Pencils. Those are all good options. Hermione. See, I think the artwork is nice. I love these little guys. Look at that. It'd be fun to just put something right in the middle, a sticker or something you colored, or to do some sort of fun treatment to that. This is another page why I really wanted this particular book. I think that is just phenomenal. The snakes, he's running across, there's the water, he's running across the tiling, this is just beautiful. And I believe these are scenes just throughout. This isn't just one movie. Some of them are one movie. Some of them are kind of generic scenes. But I do love, these books remind me of the Art of Coloring books that have, really funky, cool backgrounds. And actually the paper, it's a little bit worse than the Art of Coloring books, but it's kind of similar. That's fun. You could do that like a sign. Look at all those snitches. Wow. That's a lot of metal. I would definitely, if I chose to do this, would alter this page. Or I would ditch these pages and use alcohol markers. That's really cool. And this is really cool. Yeah, see, there's this is another double page that I was really thrilled about this book, was when he's facing the Bogart. And, or Bogart, how do they pronounce it in the movies? Bogart. And they always turn out to be Dementors, and then he passes out. There's the night train where he gets on it. Wizarding bus. Yeah, see, these are some really fun pages, I think. Slytherin, and I assume this is Draco. I don't know. He's got the monster book. It might be Draco. It must be. It's got the Slytherin. There's a Gryffindor. griffin. And this is a Dementors. The Dementors are coming to Hogwarts to police it. Look at that. The Tri-Wizarding Cup. The awards. And this represents the labyrinth, the maze. I think this is the French group. I think this is their sigil, their banner. What were they called? I mean, there's a bee there. I can't remember what they were, but the French ones that came on the boat. There's the trio. I love this one. They're a little bit older in this one. Aw, there's the Phoenix. Dumbledore's Phoenix. Yeah, there's the French battalion that's coming. Or that's the Russians. How did the Russians arrive? Didn't they arrive by boat too? The French flew in, and the Russians just came up out of the water, didn't they? Look at these guys. Critters from the water. This is those mermaids that were kind of scary. This is all images from the Tri-Wizarding competition. Yeah, here they all are. All the competitors. And Harry's name got thrown in there by someone trying to get him killed because he's too young, I think, to compete in it. There was a reason, but his name got put in there. Again, another kind of fun. This is kind of a fun wallpaper one. You could do some fun things with it, or you could sacrifice it. Weasley's Wizard Wheezes. The sign above the Weasley store. Here's some more signage for the Weasley store for their pyrotechnics. I'm enjoying looking through this. Again, something that could be the background of something else. I don't know that would be, I could make a page out of that myself. But, Snape. First time we see him and his poisons, his potions. It's such a neat page. See, these pages are really neat, and that's why I pulled this book. That's why I got this one to show you, because I think this one is interesting. And if you can find the mediums to work in it, I think you'd really enjoy it, because it is a lot of really nice artistry. I love him. Hagrid. This actor died, didn't he? A lot of the actors have died, but look at him. There he is. And here's one of the wizards. They were guarding him. They're trying to protect him. That was later. That's the one where Dobby dies. I do not know who this is. Dirigible Plums. This teacher character pops up in a few of the books in this sort of same scene. I don't remember this scene, and I don't remember this person. I think, since this is produced by Warner Brothers, I think these are movie scenes, not book scenes. Because I thought maybe it's a scene that was in the book and didn't show up in the movie in it. But I racked my brains, and I can't remember who this person must be. Slightly deranged. Here's more fun stuff from... This is the Quibbler. I went to subscribe to the Quibbler. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. It's like a subscription form. Free Spectro Specs. That's a fun page, actually. It's like a headlines front page of the Quibbler. This one, I love this page. I know this crazy stuff, but wouldn't it be fun to just sit here mindlessly and take Language gel markers to it? Or you just take Distress ink and go over the whole thing. You don't worry about the details. But these are a bunch of trolls dancing ballet. Okay, I don't remember this either in the movies or the books. There is a person in the middle of them. It's so bad. It's so sad that it's in the crack of the book. And these guys do show up in another book too. So I don't remember this part. Where were trolls dancing ballet? But I think it's funny. I think it'd be fun to do. Another wallpaper page. Now this wallpaper page I like. You can make it so graphic and cool looking with neons and black, and yeah, you could do really fun stuff with this. And this is neat. It looks almost like a tarot card, doesn't it? I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it's very cool. Some sort of a map, maybe. All the wands. I thought this was cool, and I would have to go through and figure out whose wands these were. But I really thought this was neat. And I love the background. I think you could do something really cool with this. I would probably do some sort of distress ink treatment to this. I wouldn't go through and color every single one, but you never know. I might be crazy like that. But something that would make it a really cool background for all these wands. I don't know whose wands these are. I know Harry Potter's was kind of a straight one like these. It didn't have any fancy stuff on the ends, but I just think this is really neat. And I like this page. I would have fun doing this page. And here's the bad guys, right? There's Bellatrix, who, gosh, you gotta love her. And the rat guy, Pettigrew. And this one. I don't know who that one is. Someone else that was bad, got out of prison maybe. Some artifacts. Look at that snake. Wow, look at the snake. Look at that snake. That's wicked looking. Another pretty cool page. Double page. Here is Riddle's book. Yeah, see, this jumps around to of lots of different books. It's not just one. Oh, now is this not worth buying the book all in itself? I mean, look at that. What a great shot of Voldemort. And look, what he's shooting out, and it's this desolate landscape, and you know, that's his stance, and it's so good. It's just so good. Yeah, this is something I would love to do. I wonder if Tim Holtz watercolor crayons would work, because I could really go to town with those on all this cobblestones and this landscape and all this brick. This is neat. Yeah, I love this. Another neat one over here on the other side of the lake. Isn't that where, I mean, these are real deer, but isn't this where Harry Potter first releases his Patronus? Neat. Sneakoscope. Sneakoscope. Is that what they were listening to? That's a listening device, right? This would be cool. You make all this bright, shiny, fun metal. And then they have some pages that are colored, which I don't remember seeing in these books before. So I think it's cool. I would like to mimic some of this. Look at that, the bludgers. Now, see, some of these scenes I've seen in other books. Here's that. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Portkey must be arranged in advance. That's how you get to the festival. And I'm really grateful for this, because I could not remember where the colors went. So this will make it much easier to color those. Yes, here's the French one. B. They were, no, the names escape me. But what a neat coloring idea for these. I mean, looking at that, you can see, oh, I can do that. It's just some sort of a medium tan and a light yellow tan, and then like a sepia, and then black in here. Yeah, you could totally do this. In fact, it almost looks like it's pencil colored. Look, here's the characters. Oh, I just love that there's examples here. Ooh, this one would be so good painted with acrylic. That looks like acrylic paint that's been done in. This looks like watercolors maybe. And look at her. Oh, she's scary. And Fluffy, and you scary guy. Yeah, these will be so much fun to color, having this inspiration from the movie. There's that. Yeah, a whammy rocket. Oh, look at the front page of the Quibbler. Is that not fun? So yeah, it'll mean some flipping back and forth. Or what I could do is take a picture of it and then have it on my phone up. And so I don't have to flip the pages back and forth. Now look at this one. Look how they did that. Is that not beautiful? They made it look like a old tapestry. And that's those trolls doing ballet. Their thick legs and their ballet shoes. I want to do this really badly. I don't know who that is. Unless it's the Quibbler lady. I think it's a lady. If it was a guy, I would say maybe it was that really vain guy that thinks he knows everything, but he doesn't. I can't remember his name either. But it might be the Quibbler lady. Oh, I just don't remember that. Yeah, these are all stills from the movie. Yep, that was Draco that had the monster book. Yep, here they all are. Oh, this is that one where they all are getting ready for the Tri-Wizard tournament. Those aren't all people competing. All of these guys are Gryffindors. Oh, they're in the room where they took it upon themselves to learn the defense of the dark arts. I think that's what they're doing here. Against this guy. That's their target. They're learning how to do defense of the dark arts. And Hermione and her potions. Look how young she was back then. Oh, she's so young. Oh. Oh, he was such a good actor. Yep. And here's where that other page was from. Oh, when he broke his wand. Yep, and here's the clown Bogart. It looks like almost all of them are somehow represented back here. All the main ones. Oh. This is like a second or third year. There's the bus. Fun. And here's that person. Who is that? Is that really vain guy? Did he go crazy eventually? I don't know who that is. Oh, Jack. He just belched. Oh, and look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So this was 2024. This was last year. And it says this is by arrangement with Insight Editions. Now, Insight Editions does do a lot of these, but this is Scholastic. It does have the art credits. So the ones who drew the wand page, the concept art of Hogwarts Castle with Deer, where Dermot Power did this. It's got all of them. It says concept art by. Yeah. So the artists are back here, which is really nice. And the other reason I got this brand new, honestly, this is the reason I didn't go for it used, is because Insight Editions, for their books, they would plant, they in association with Roots of Peace, which is a nonprofit group, they plant 2 trees for each tree used in the manufacturing of this book. So, and they work in different wildlife habits. In 2024, they're working with planting 2 million fruit and nut trees in Afghanistan to provide farmers there with the skills and support necessary for sustainable land use, which I think is fantastic. And I think that was really, it's like I could buy a used copy, but I wanted to support that organization. I feel like I'm doing something. So if I bought a new book, then more money would be donated than if I bought a used book. So I decided to do that. So that's this one, Harry Potter coloring book. Let me give you the ISBN. And again, there's a ton of these that look alike, but they're all different aspects of Harry Potter. This one that just says Harry Potter, Warner Brothers Harry Potter, is what I just flipped through. Yeah, the paper's not great, but I do like it. I like this book. Okay, so of the ones I bought, though, this is my least favorite, and they get better from here. Okay, this one. Oh, I just bumped you. Sorry. This one, From the Films of Harry Potter, an official Hogwarts coloring book. Now, this is Wizarding World. This is from Insight Editions. So again, I didn't mind giving them some money. This one is thinner and slightly wider. I think it's about the same height, is it? Yeah, it's the same height. Oh, it's the same. It's like probably 8 by 12. They're tall. Now this one I liked better. It's made better. I got this from a third party on Amazon. Okay, so I didn't get to contribute to the, well, it said it's new. It's just a third party seller. I got it for around $7. This one, the paper is different. It's not any thicker, but it's not that really soft stuff. So I think it's still thin, but I think you could get away maybe with some markers here. So, but it's got different pictures. Here he is, heading into the station. There's the train. I love that epic scenery. I haven't tried anything. That's Jack, just walking around, just being obnoxious. He had to get up and go get a drink of water because, you know, chewing on a bone is hard work. Here they all are arriving. See, I got this one because it had different pictures. So it's kind of going in order. All the freshmen are arriving there. And here they all are, looking around. Their first time, all the freshmen coming in. First years coming into the hall. So you can bet we're going to do the sorting hat. And I love this. The sorting hat's in the middle with the question marks and then all of the emblems from the houses. I think that's kind of neat. I love this page. If you could do something cool with these windows. And there's Dumbledore and Snape and McGonagall, yeah. And the floating candles. That candle is see-through because this is probably Shutterstock. I don't know. What is it? Illustrations by Paula Roselle Handback. Okay, so there's an illustrator. She just probably cut and pasted some things and accidentally made that one transparent. Look at this page. It's a real close-up. Now, we've seen this scene further away with less detail, and now it's close-up, and you get her close-up of her robe and everything, and she's putting the hat on Ron. And you can do a lot of fun stuff with his face, with the hat's face. All the stairs, the changing stairs. Fun. Oh, little cartoony Hedwig. That's fun. Okay, this is the Slytherin room because that's Draco and his Malfoy and Crabbe. So this is Slytherin, decorated for Christmas. Here's a young Harry Potter going into the library looking at books. Wow. He's going to town on that chew toy. Here is just kind of a rooftop view. And back here, I think those are just birds. Probably owls going into the owlery. So if you're a person who likes structure. Oh, what's her name? The Quidditch coach. Can't remember. They were young there. Neville. Neville and the Pixies. Oh, that's fun. See, I just thought these pages were a little more fun. I mean, the other one's good too. And the paper might be a little bit better, but it's still really thin. Yeah. Yeah, it's really thin. Hagrid. Oh, this was where they were doing the time thing, right? Like they're going out the back and he's coming in the front. That's when they were using the time turner and they were trying to save the dragon that he had. Look at that stained glass mermaid, stained glass. I love it. Now this is that same room that he was in, and you saw it in the other book. There's that old statue and he's trying to grab this book, and this is where he ends up fighting. He looks like he's injured here. He might have gotten hurt in his arm. Just different perspectives of the same scenes, which is kind of cool. There's Snape again. Now, this Snape isn't as well drawn, I think, as the other one in the other book. But you can do things to him. Same thing's got, it's just a different artist doing this scene and from a different perspective, different angle, which I like. I'm glad there's not duplicates. Yeah, this is where he was injured when he fell from his broom. Marauders map. Moony, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs. And we know who all those were. Mad Moony. We don't know if that was the real one or the fake one. There's Fluffy. I like this one. The other one in the other book had him in front of some wallpaper page, but I like it with him in the scene here. You can have fun with this little tiny light source. Make it kind of dark in there. That's where he's finding the... Oh, no, he's going up to see Dumbledore. That's Dumbledore's thing that turns around. And there's Dumbledore. Oh, I love these big scenes of the hall. Now, this is a Halloween, so that's kind of fun. You got all the pumpkins floating, and yeah, and you can even tell who all the characters are. You can tell mostly who they all are from far away. Can we find students? Do we recognize students? You think you'd recognize Harry Potter with the glasses. But there's a few people with glasses, so I can't tell. Might be here. Oh, that's where he got the Marauders map. He's playing with the Marauders map. Okay, did we decide which one of these is Fitch? And what's the name of the other one? Is he Fitch and the cat is something else? Yeah, the cat had like a Mrs. something name, right? He's Fitch. I can't remember. I love this, though. I love him. I love the cat, and I love the intricate woodwork behind him. There is... Is that Neville in the middle there? Yeah, I think those are friends, not foes. Yeah, pretty sure. Wow, he looks much older there, doesn't he? Looks like it's Christmas time in the Owlery, or winter time. Is that Luna Lovegood right there? Probably. There's the, I can't remember her name, but she's the teacher who teaches oracles and prophecies and fortune telling. There's Draco, and Crabbe and Doyle. She's telling prophecies. These guys are, they might be in a shop instead of, or they're in a class, I'm not sure. Ooh, look at all these fun things. Just iconic Quidditch stuff. There's a bludger box. And what a neat shot that is. Looking behind his shoulder and seeing someone chasing him right here. That is a really neat shot. I love it. With the towers here, and you could color all the flags. Like this is Gryffindor, right? And this is Hufflepuff. I love that. That's a fun one. They're at the Gryffindor. They're at the match. That's great. Some of them have face paint on. Now this is similar. Remember in the other book we saw the cups for the Triwizarding tournament, and then the awards and stuff and everybody's shields. Yeah, here's the German drawing ones and the French ones and then Hogwarts. But this is done differently. We just saw these 3 things. So this is done a little bit differently and more intricate. And I would probably be more inclined to color this one. I love this. A shot of the actual cup. Not the cup, but the cup that people threw their votes in. When he's fighting the dragon. There he is laying there. Oh, get up. It's a red dragon too, isn't it? It's one of the worst ones he ends up fighting. I was trying to figure out who that is. Because this is Harry, Ron, and Hermione. This is someone who had them all at a fancy dinner. That might not be Ron and Hermione. These might be the competitors in the Triwizarding Cup. Maybe that's what this is. More of the, there's the castle in the distance, but here's the Whomping Willow in the fall. That's fun. Neat scenery. If you like scenes, that's really cool. There's leaves everywhere blowing. Aww. What was Hagrid's dog's name? Can't remember. There's Ron and Harry. And, oh, he met with the Pegasus people. The Satyrs. That's cool because that's really cool because they're off in the distance up against the trees and you can't see their details. You could just black them in or you could make them shiny or something. That's really cool. So this is them looking up at them, and it isn't a double page spread, but it's 2 angles of the same scene. I think that's cool. Ah, the scary creatures. There's Aragon, the spider, and the griffin that they rode for a bit. There's a scary mermaid again. Monster book. That scary guy who's also in the lake, I think. And giant snake. Yikes. And here's now I'm going to show you a page that I'm coloring that has one of these in there. And I'm trying to remember, was it called a thestral or a kestrel? Wasn't it called something like that? The deadish horses that only people who've experienced tragedy can see. I think this is a beautiful page. I think it's such a hauntingly beautiful story about these creatures that, yeah, this page would be really fun to color. Oh, snowy, snowy fun page. Oh, Christmas for all the houses. And they're down in Hogsmeade visiting. They look gigantic compared to the houses. Maybe the snow's that high because that's a roof. Oh, how fun. There's the twins all grown up with their shop. Looks like they've left school. And then, of course, Snape, McGonagall, and Dumbledore at Christmas time. Oh, that's a wonderful page. It's just very well balanced and cool. You could do so many fun things to that. Oh, when he's their spell teacher, and when he's decorating the tree with magic. Oh, what a fun. This will be so much fun at Christmas. You could really make this sparkly and beautiful. Around Christmas time, I love doing pine trees like this. And that's it. So this one was 2023. This is a couple years ago. Again, they'll plant trees. And it's made in China. So these two are very similar in that they're very similar sizes, a little bit different. The paper same thickness, but just a different feel to it. And then this one has more pages in it than this one. So you've seen both of these. This one is one of many series, and this one I think is just this one. And they're both official. All this one says official. I'll give you the ISBN for this one. And so between the two of them, that's quite a few fun pages from Harry Potter. So if you were looking for any of these really common, you can find these used easily. Mercari has a bazillion. eBay has more than a bazillion. There's lots of these, and you can find them used. Like I've said before, and I think other colorists have discovered the same thing, is new and very good. New should be new. Like these would be considered new. This one I bought from a third-party seller, and it said new. Very good would be one that's been owned before, but it still shouldn't have any coloring in it. And if at the most one page. But what I've noticed is there's a huge difference between very good and good. Every book I bought that was good had tons of colored pages in it. One of them had every single page colored on it. Another one was missing pages even. So I don't do good anymore. And because then it goes down from there, fair, acceptable. So, I mean, if that's good, I don't want to see what fair and acceptable are. So luckily I buy from sellers that have been willing to refund me. There's one seller that wanted me to send the book back. And of course I never got around to doing that. And I think that's just annoying. But like Second Sale, Better Books is one that has given me some trouble before. But definitely I wouldn't go below very good. So new and very good would be where you'd want to stay if you want to get a nice coloring book from resale sites. And these two are decent ones. Now I've looked at flip throughs of the others in this series, and I would say they're not that great. But then I found this book. Looks very similar, doesn't it, to the one we just looked at. Wizarding World, Harry Potter, Coloring Wizardry. This has 90 pages. Now this was a used one. And you're going to see some of the same scenes, but not the same pages. This is 2020. This is the oldest one we've looked at so far. And again, it's Insight editions, right? They're the ones that seem to have the control of it. Now this one I got from a third-party seller, but it was labeled as new, and it was on Amazon. So having getting it off of Amazon gives me free shipping, which is something I like. So I can buy used books off there. This was called new, and it might have been new because I think I'm the one that broke this open. That right there is fun. This is more of a square book, and I like this size better. I like the squareness better, and I like this book better. This book I think is better than the others. The paper is a little bit thicker. And it's a step up from the others. It's not that soft, going to disintegrate. So this is him again, but now the picture's expanded and we have McGonagall and we have a frame. It's just the pictures are nicer, I think, and a better size. I like this square size. This is not a double page spread. And this has more of these guys. Don't you just hate them? I would have fun doing this page though. And here where he's getting all the letters. Yeah, there's some scenes in here that we haven't seen in the other two books, and I love it. Where Hagrid's taking him through see, I would love to do this. And all the shading would make this so much easier. You could really play with lights and make it like an evening or a night. It's so good. Yeah, see, this is that same scene of the boats going across, but it's got the frame, it's already got them colored in with their black cloaks, which is great. It's just better. It's just better. Love that. I love the frame. And it would be very easy to color this. You could do with this what you will. I would probably try to make it wood or metal, and then I would just use some sort of pastel or ink or something over that. Oh, that's Hermione getting her house sorted. And here they all are. Must be the end of the school year. They're all throwing their caps in the air. Or just celebrating. They got turkeys and stuff on there, so it must be some sort of celebration. Hagrid. I love this. Isn't this peaceful? And the framing is foliage, which I think is wonderful. And the trees behind him in his cabin, and he's just, I think that's beautiful. And his dog's a puppy in this one. This scene, is that not a good scene? You know, I've watched several, like the making of Harry Potter, an interview with the directors and stuff. And the director talks about how, you know, they didn't have AI back then, but he was determined to try to use as little CGI as possible. CGI wasn't very good then, so they were just trying to do everything without the use of computer-generated images. And he talked about working with young kids and that it was hard to catch them. But he said the very best scene he felt was this one. He said, Ron tapped something inside. This actor tapped something inside that he didn't for the rest of the movie. And he said that this was just like pure fear came through, and it was just so good. I mean, he said this, it gave him chills watching them when they were filming this scene. I love that picture. See, these pictures I just think are better. I love the slight shadings. I love the way the faces are drawn. They've got more expression. Dobby looks great. This, I mean, fantastic. I would make it very dark with a lot of light play on his face, and this side in darkness. And then having it framed is just nice. The Weasley's house. It's the first time we've seen that. And there's the car. Oh, it's a screamer. Is that what they're called? Squealer, screecher, screamer. The one they get in trouble. Your father's now something inquiry of him bring you something home. Somebody's mad. Tattler. No, not screamer. There's the pixies again. This time Hermione's zapping them because she knows how to do that. But I love this angle where you've got you can have a lot of fun with this pixie, giving him lots of shading and making him look very real. And then we're looking down at them, so they have a lot less. I'd rather, you know, color a monster than a person anyway. So this one's flying through the air, ass over tea kettle. Look at the naked butt. It's a cute page. Oh, this is good. Remember, they're supposed to just be practicing, but they don't. They go all out. Yeah, these pages are just better. Yeah, she's with Slytherin, right? Yeah. I can't remember if we ever know her name. Look at that, where he stabs. I think this is a basilisk or something. He stabs right up through his mouth and through his head. I don't remember what book that was in. Was that in Chamber of Secrets? When the basilisk the snake was in the walls? Yeah. And he could talk to snakes. He could speak parcel tongue. Oh, is that not cool? If you're good at faces, which I'm not, this is cool. And all these are Dementors back here. Look at the expressions. That is so Ron. And, you know, they're just... We'll figure out who this artist is. Oh my gosh. Right. When he blew up Pugsley or whatever that kid's name is, and he's flying away and the dog's holding him down. That's great. That kid deserves everything bad done to him. Oh, look at the joy of him. This is when he's riding the griffin. And then the frame is feathers. Isn't that neat? Look how happy he is. Oh, Azkaban. Yep, there's his dad's best friend, right? His godfather, played by Gary Oldman, who was brilliant in everything he ever did. Yeah. Oh, we gotta love him. That's Padfoot. This is the Bogart training, right? Yeah, I think so, because they've got Neville out front. And then Snape. Oh, he's got his dear Patronus. Oh, such a tragic hero, isn't he? I tell you, the book number 7, I bawled. Oh, I've read all the books several times except that one. I haven't been able to read it where. And then when Dumbledore dies, I just, ugh, those are just rough. Okay, and here's another view of the spires of the castle. We saw views like this in the other books. These kind of pages aren't that interesting to me, but I think this one I would like the best if it had something going on in the sky. But I kind of like the angle of it. Okay, remember we saw him sitting up and reading the map? But again, this is better. There's more energy in him. There's the framing. There's the back, the curtain in the back is prettier. And you could really have a lot of fun with the light. And it kind of shows you that. His front is lighter than, there's a lot more shading done back here. So you could just follow where the shading is. She never did believe in anything she said, did she? But she had some prophecies that, and some future telling that actually was accurate. Usually she would blank out and suddenly speak like an oracle, remember? I thought she was a great character. Okay, not a double page. I keep wanting to make them into double pages, but there really isn't many in here. The Dementors. And he's trying to call his Patronus in to get rid of them. Who is the person laying down? Is Harry doing that? And someone else is laying down? Or is Harry laying down? And I can't remember this scene very well. I can't remember who's, I want to say it's Harry that's on the ground, and that's someone else who's saving him, but I'm not sure. Yeah, they're doing the time travel thing that has all kinds of adventures attached to it. And again, the framing is the chain of it's like you're chained in with them. Very cool. That's a neat page. Gosh, I just see myself doing so many pages in here. That's pretty wicked cool, isn't it? Here they come for the wizarding tournament. Yeah, that's the French competitor or the French leader. I think that's a French competitor. And here's whatever his name is. Sexy man. Not too smart, but a really good athlete, right? Yep, this is all about the Triwizarding Tournament. Oh, is this not cool? Mad-Eye Moody. This is cool. And then the frame has got these weird bugs, and yeah, that is really neat. Yep, they're putting their votes in. The twins. I think it's just so thoughtfully done, and the framing is just so thoughtfully done. This is where they spits out Harry's name, and it's not supposed to, but someone sneakily put Harry's name in there. Look at that face. Is that not amazing? It's really, really good. Oh, the Quibbler. He's so gullible. And her magic pen is down here. And she's all getting up in his business. Oh, the magic quill is here. That's what's framing him, is a quill and a pad of paper. Look at that. Yeah. That's that scary dragon that he fights, right? Yeah, the red one. Oof. That one has to be done. I have to do that. These are just better. I just see myself working in this one over the other two a lot more. This is the dance. Remember? He had to wear this ridiculously old moth-eaten thing. He looks so funny. But then here comes Hermione, and look at her. She's all dolled up. Not a double page, Candice. Here's the labyrinth for the Tri-Wizarding Tournament. And there's the cup. Oh, look at all these pine behind them. Wow. It's intense. Yeah, I'd do some sort of a wash over that. I wouldn't color all those needles in. This is that group that's learning the defense of the dark arts, I think. Oh, what does he have in his hand there? It's a ball of some sort. I don't remember. Where are they? Oh, that's the prophecy. Right? But it looks like this is outside, and that looks like these look like statues. There's a satyr. That almost looks like Voldemort. Where are they? Not sure. Oh, this is Binks or Trinks or Tink, the one that can change her hair, and Moody. Oh, Luna Lovegood, reading the Quibbler upside down. Look at her, and look at her frame. It's all these just stars and stuff. She's just so fun. Everybody picks on her. That was his first girlfriend he had. They didn't last. But yeah, it looks like that's at Christmas time. Oh, that's the mean troll. I know his name. Troll. Did I say troll? That's not what I meant. House elf. He belonged. He was the. Isn't he the one that the family inherited? Yes, he's the one that lived at the safe house. And this was The Prisoner of Azkaban, which is my favorite book. I love that book. Yep, because there's Bellatrix. Now this is a good Bellatrix. Yeah, she's crazy. But look at those chains. Yeah. Yeah, this is a fun page. Ooh, there's a double page spread. Yep, this is the family tree, Padfoot's family tree. And he's burned out. There's some burned out ones because those were ones that actually didn't follow his family's sordid plans and lifestyle. So they burned him out of his family tree. Sad. This is when this is the one with when Dumbledore fled, and the headmaster that was put in was this woman who likes all the cats, but she does the most horrific punishment when you have to write sentences, but as you write sentences, they get carved on your hand, and then it heals, and then you have to write it again, and it gets carved on your hand. Oh my God, it's just so sadistic. But the Weasley twins finally rebelled and quit school. They left school, and they left it in a big way. They set off a bunch of firecrackers. They're flying all over. So this would be fun to make, just like fun colors and all kinds of crazy stuff. And yeah, because they kind of gave a big F you to her. Here she is. And look, they set a firecracker this one looks like a snarling dog coming after her, which is funny because she was the cat lady. Remember, all of these had cats in them? Oh, she was so creepy. One of the creepiest bad guys ever. These are Death Eaters. They had masks on because they big old chickens didn't want to show who they were. They were pretty sure one of them is Draco's dad. Yeah, and here's the Death Eaters coming after him when they were looking for the prophecy, in where Harry Potter's prophecy was. I think that's Prisoner of Azkaban, right? This is spanning a few different movies and books. Ooh, this is great. That's Dumbledore fighting Voldemort. Is that not cool? Oh, you could have so much fun. And I know this is black. and it wasn't black, but you could color over that. In fact, because it's black, things like metallic watercolor or metallic pens would shine so much. Neon would. You could do some really fun things on top of this black. Red would look really cool. Oh, look at that. Now, this is the second Dumbledore. When the first actor died, this is the second one. So this is later. Of course, they're older, too, so this is later in the series. It's cool that they did that. He's burning something up. I don't know. I don't know what's happening there. Oh, there's the Weasleys. Now, this scene, we saw this scene in the other book. It just had some other things added to it of them standing and looking down the stairs. So proud of them making their dreams come true. Hermione in potions. She was always good at potions, but Snape wouldn't give any of them a break. Wasn't he like a head minister or something? And he's kind of slimy. And he's given Harry Potter... Harry Potter won this. And wasn't it something like gives you a very good day or something like that? Something very special. He won it. Ron. That's awesome. That's a great shot of him. I love it. Oh, I know why he was slimy. Because his mind was taken over. He was hexed and he got his mind taken over. Yeah. Oh, maybe it was a memory that he was given. And here he is pouring this memory into the memory retrieval thing. This thing was weird. It kind of grossed me out when Dumbledore would like pull memories from his head and plop them down in there. It's kind of gross. But look at all the frame is bottles of memories. Yeah, that's the newer actor. This must be Luna, right? Look at that close-up of her. Now I like this better. This close-up, you could have so much fun. I'm going to have to look up images to see. I don't remember her wearing this or why she was wearing it. I don't know. Not sure I understand Luna very well. Oh, this is them playing. Now, see, I like this. This is another angle of that other page I liked. And again, it's Slytherin and Hufflepuff. And the other two must be over here. And it's just playing Quidditch. And then look at this. We haven't seen any love like this. Now that's Winnie. That's the Weasley. So that's who he ends up marrying. So sweet. I don't remember that in any movie, but it's so sweet. And the background looks like just railings and stuff. So it's like reminiscent of her house, the Weasley house. Oh, another one of the Quidditch tournament. Oh, and this is the Gryffindor tower. Yeah, the Gandalf-looking Dumbledore and Harry. Oh. Is that Draco? Draco didn't have a Death Eater tattoo, right? His dad did. I don't know who that is. But I think this is the scene where this person is saying, look, Voldemort's active and his tattoo was moving. I think so. I don't know what they don't look too concerned. So I don't know what they're setting their wands off at. I don't know. This could be many different scenes. That's too many Harrys. That's that multiplier thing, right? I had forgotten about this. I like this framing though. See, every page is more interesting to me because of the framing. It kind of also adds meaning. Creature. That was his name, wasn't it? Creature. So Dobby and Creature. This was in the hidey house that they were hiding in. I don't remember him. That's not Harry, right? That's... I don't know what this is. His parents' grave. So sad. That's why I don't understand why people were... Like I have a relative who wouldn't let his kids read Harry Potter because it was witches and wizards. And I told him, I'm like, this is a coming of age story. This is a child who lost his parents, and it's him trying to find himself and him battling evil. It has nothing to do with religion. J.K. Rowling was very careful to keep religion out of this book. I mean, this book has everything. It has politics. It has a money system. It has everything. War. It has everything in it but religion. She was very careful about that. So I never did understand that stance, because there isn't anything religious in this book, in any of these books. That's the Patronus there. Is that when they were on the run? That's something that went wrong. I don't remember what. Howler. That's what those things are that come through the window and yell at you. Not a screecher or a screamer. They're a howler when you got in trouble. Got it. Okay, see, here's the guy, again, the insane guy with the dirigible plum plant. Who is that? Those are Dementors flying through the air, I think. I don't know who that is. I need to find out, though. Dobby. Dobby's free. Voldemort. Ugh. Ugh. That's cool. I like the way they did it. I like that. Yes. Harry Potter versus Voldemort. That's great. Oh. Here lies Dobby, a free elf. Oh, God, that tore me up so bad. Oh, I was tore up. Yikes, there's that dragon, or, yeah, that's the dragon. A dragon. He's chained up, but he's bad. Look. Wow. Neville. Gotta love Neville. And their wands are lit up. He was brave. That's Draco, Crabbe, and Malfoy, right? Because that's Crabbe there, yeah. They're holding hands? I do not remember this scene. Oh, this is Harry's parents when they were young, I think. But I think that might be, yeah, that's his parents when they were young. That's Draco. Because there's his cronies. And there's Harry Potter being intense. Is that Harry? I don't know these last ones. They look older. Okay, this is 2020. And yes. So the ones who The tapestry one, the family tree, and the Death Eater masks, that artist was Franz Bucas, and all the others were by J.M. Dragunis, with retouching by Robin F. Williams. So, yeah, these are artist drawn. And I love that. This book is one I could color almost any page in. So I really love this book. And I think this one was well worth it. I got it third-party seller off Amazon for $8. So yeah, I would definitely say this book is worth having, I think. Okay. But now we're done with the Harry Potter traditional type coloring books. I found some other sort of coloring books that I think you might like. Hold on. Ta-da! Look at this. Okay. You might have seen this recently on Brittany's Coloring Through It. I think she referenced this. I don't think she showed it. This is a Thunder Bay Press, and Thunder Bay Press has a couple of these, right? They have the big thick villains one, which I, of course, don't have right next to me, which I normally do. That is my favorite color by number, and it's exactly the same. It's the same weight. It's the same size as that one if you guys have the Disney Villains by Thunder Bay Press. Thunder Bay Press also, and this is what Brittany showed in her recent haul, has a Golden Girls one that's based on the Golden Girls, which is hysterical. I mean, I never thought they could have more than 90 pages of the Golden Girls, but they do, and they're great. So I knew when I saw this that I was going to love this because Thunder Bay Press has the best paper and their color by numbers are great. So this one was put out in 2024. This was last year. Thunder Bay Press. This is official. This is Warner Brothers. And I'll show you I'm going to show you the solutions. So if you don't want to see the solutions, look away for a second. Just listen to me. But look at the colors on them. They're pretty cool. It's kind of retro vintage colors. There's some fun grayscale stuff. Definitely not calling for a lot of bright colors, but fun stuff, really fun stuff. Now, the way that the Thunder Bay Press works, their color by numbers is they have solutions here on the first couple pages. Oh, there's so many of these I want to do. And see, some of these you saw. Some of these images were in other books, right? They're just getting repeated. And then they also have the rest of them in the back. So this is all of the pages that are in there. Oh, the Christmas. Yeah, we see a lot of these we saw in the other books. And then there's some new ones too. And then it has the color, and then here's more. It kind of has the solutions kind of all over the place, but in the front and the back. I don't look at the solutions unless I'm confused, but oh, look at that dot. See, you recognize some of these? Always. Oh. But then it has the color key, and the color key can come out like this. So then when you're looking through it, when you're doing the pages, and I got this new off of Amazon for $7.83. Yeah, super cheap. I don't know why. It just gives you some encouragement here on coloring the images. And then it starts. They are single-sided. So, yes, alcohol markers can work. Some people didn't like the Villains book because some of the areas were missing a number. But what I found was they were missing numbers because they were repeat motifs, and so they just didn't bother putting a number in every single one, which I appreciate because it's hard to cover numbers. I did notice in this book that I was going to say they do have numbers everywhere, but I can see right here this sleeve doesn't have a number. However, the jacket does, and I guess they assume that you'll get it, that the sleeve is the same color as the jacket. So, but I did color a page in here and didn't find anywhere where there wasn't any numbers. But see, like these pages don't have numbers on them, but you will find a page that does. So these 3 pages have the number 40 on them. They just didn't bother to put them on every single page. Once I figured that out, because at first I thought, oh, that's lazy, and they missed, they didn't get all their numbers put in. Then I realized, oh, that's actually, I kind of like that. I can figure out that it's the same thing. And then these books always have, once in a while, they'll have pages that are words. Now, the way my villains book, the way I do it is I keep it out, and whenever I have extra paint left over from another project, I come in here and find that color and go find a page and just color it in. So the whole book is getting colored in constantly. Oh, isn't that great? This one is a little more intricate than the villains book is, and I love that. See, I would use Language gel pens and all there. See, we saw this one before, and now it's a color by number. Isn't that fun? Putting out the lights. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. We saw this. We saw this in one of the books. So I think it's fantastic. There's the train. So I think you're going to get a lot of images from that first book that I showed you from that whole series. So that series has a book on beasts and a book on the transportation with the trains and the books on the animals, and it has the Gryffindor. It has all these books. There's when they were young. And oh my God, look at all those leaves. And so it does not do too well in dreams or forget to live. Yes. That's when Dumbledore's talking to Harry and he's looking in the mirror in that magic mirror that when he looked in there, he could see his parents. Showing a scar. Ooh, these tiny. Oh, that's all one color, but these are tiny. But wouldn't that be cool looking in Language gel pens? Yes. See, we've seen these scenes before, but now you get them in color by number. Oh, I love that. This is fantastic. This is by far the best paper we've seen. Very thick Thunder Bay press paper, single-sided. Isn't that great? I have used watercolors, acrylics, alcohol markers, pencils, gouache. I mean, I haven't found anything that doesn't work in these. Oil pastels. I've used everything in them. Super golden markers. Wow, they're in Gringotts. Yeah. Oh, this one's going to be so much fun. And looking through this, I had a hard time picking a page. See, here's the scene with the bus until I found it. And then I knew that's the one I had to do. I love this one of the flying car. This was almost the one I did first. Bellatrix and Mrs. Dracoy. Mrs. Malfoy. Draco, Mrs. Malfoy. Yeah. Dancing with the Russian guy. Okay, this is that scene with Padfoot. He's got scars. And Neville. I think it is a Bogart training him. I am Lord Voldemort. That's so scary. Don't you just want to dive into this book? Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times. We need that right now. Crashing into the Wampum Willow. Yikes! Oh, that's a werewolf. That's when he changed into his werewolf. He's not himself, for sure. McGonagall. Yeah, now see, we saw this one, but from the perspective of the ground. Oh, it's the mom he blew up. Oh, I thought he blew up the kid. But now we're seeing it from the top down. See, I think that's cool. Very cool. Wizarding Cup, putting in their votes. Oh, so we saw that one, Voldemort, but now it's a color by number. I don't have any problems coloring the same thing if it's a different format. Oh, the Pixies put them up there. They put him up on the light. See, again, this is the scene with the Pixies, but it's a different... We're looking up at him already having been attacked by the Pixies, where before we saw him being attacked. Okay, there's the one we saw. Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize these pages were numbered. I've always had to count them. They're numbered way down here in the crack. Way down here. That's great. Draco is such a big chicken. Aren't these great? So you get the idea. I'll show you the one I did. Oh, that's great. There's just so many good ones in here. There's that scene with him again. The one I ended up doing was this one. And when I saw it, I knew I had to do it. Of Luna with the thestral or whatever that thing is called. Now, I did follow mostly, except this ground, I was using watercolor. I used acrylic, alcohol ink, alcohol markers, and watercolor. And I was having fun with the watercolor. I on purpose made this kind of sketchy like this and not solid black because I wanted it to look like it was textured. But I really wanted to see what this color looked like painted out. It called for a light brown. And then, of course, that yellow ochre is not light brown. But I just wanted to see what it looked like, so I put it on there. Now, I may go back in and put a normal ground cover. But then again, sometimes I look at it and I kind of like it. So that's not the purpose for me for color by numbers. Color by numbers for me are relaxing. So it's okay if it doesn't come out perfect. I have a good time with them. Plus, I have, 89 more in this book to do. So who cares? But, yeah, see, I did a little bit of alcohol marker on it, and the rest was all either acrylic or watercolors. I put some shiny stuff on here because it called for silver. It was really fun. And I knew it would be because I have this other Thunder Bay Press color by numbers. So if you like Harry Potter and you like color by numbers, these are, I think, the perfect example of just enough detail to keep me interested, but not so much detail that I'm daunted. Plus, it's telling me what colors go where. So Dobby is free. And I tell you, these, oh, I love that scene. These pages are a lot of fun. Oh, that one where he's trying to keep the cake from falling on her. But it is anyway. Grown-up Ron. Wow. The Weasleys. Yeah, it's just because you've got the emotional range of a teaspoon. Hermione. Aw, creature. Yeah. So, oh, look at that. They're in Gringotts. Yeah, so fun book. I'm super excited about this one. I really, really love the other one I have, the other Thunder Bay Press color by number, so I'm really excited about this one. Now, I have two more left. They're in the same genre, and they're completely different from what you've seen so far. So, hold on. Yes, here they are. Funko Pop coloring books. Now, I know you've probably seen these. There are two that I have found, 2023 and 2025. And so this one's brand new. So I'll go through these in order. Now, Funko Pop, I first saw these, Doodle Robot actually bought one of these a while back. She's like, I don't even know what Funko Pop is. I just think it's cool. It's those dolls. They're collectibles, and they have square heads, and they're kind of chibi looking. I got these new off Amazon, and the dolls look like this. They're square-headed dolls. Well, so this is an official Funko Pop Harry Potter. I think you can buy the actual Funko Pops, the dolls, but this is a coloring book made with the characters in the style of the Funko Pop, which I thought was interesting. So I got them after I saw flip through. The paper, we're back to the thinner paper, but not as thin as those first two. So it's okay. And it's not soft like it's going to degrade. I think anything would work on it if you were really careful with water. So again, here's Dumbledore with Harry as a baby, his little scar. But it's, it's a pop style. And here's again that scene with him and all the letters. So these are some of the same scenes, but they're totally translated into this cartoony Funko Pop style. And I am here for it. I love it. Look at them on the train. They're like sitting on the train, they're like toys. So it's like a toy style of Harry Potter. Oh my God, I'm absolutely thrilled. I need to break it. I'm absolutely thrilled with this. Yeah, be careful, Candice. It's glue bound. It's not going to hold together if I break it too much. Look at them all. They're getting sorted. Look, Slytherin, Gryffindor, Gryffindor, Gryffindor. They didn't even have to put the hat on his head. Knew he was Slytherin. Oh my gosh, look at this guy, little baby dragon. Son, the cutest thing ever. I have no idea how to color these. I guess just like anything else, they just have square heads. The shading will have to be different because the heads are square. Oh my gosh, look, he's looking at him talking, but Voldemort's behind him on his head in the mirror. So they're actual scenes out of the movie, but there's no way this is Shutterstock or, you know, clipped from the movie. This is totally drawn. Someone drew. So yeah, because it's square, that's the only tricky thing, is making it look like it's square. It's not a flat face, giving him blocky heads. Look at him running into the wall. This is where he's throwing up slugs. There's some different scenes in here though that we haven't seen before. Look at him driving his car. It's like toys, and then the train, they're looking at him. So cute. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. It's adorable. Where the others seemed more serious, you know, because they're very realistic. This is just fun. Any color would go. You can just have so much fun with these. And I think probably I will color more in these than the other, but I'm not sure. I don't know. But I think that's Draco. No, it might be Neville. There's Snape. No, that's Mr. Malfoy and Dobby. And Harry coming along behind, I think. It's fun to figure out who the characters are in these. That must be Hermione, I guess. Yeah, there's a... What's his name besides Padfoot? I want to keep on calling him Padfoot, but he's got a name. Look at right in the Griffin with the water, when he splashes the water. Even the Griffin's got a square head. I guess his Bogart. I think it's Boggart, right? Boggarty? Boggart? I don't know. Oh my God, the werewolf. So cute. Oh my God, it's so cute. And they're all like, stand back, I know who it is. They're... Are they practicing or is she mad? Oh, this is where they're seeing themselves come up. This is the time travel thing here. This one is, not this one. This one is seeing themselves out in the pumpkin patch. Harry. Oh no! It's pulling out Harry's name and it's not supposed to. Dumbledore. Oh, there's the Quibbler lady. She's adorable too. Oh, they're all happy. There's the twins with Harry. Oh, this is a double page spread. This is Christmas time, and there they all are up there, and they're dancing. This is Hermione and the Russian guy. Oh, this is their dancing for the Troy Wizard tournament. And there's the French competitor and Harry. Or his girlfriend at the time. I can't remember who he's dancing with here. Oh, underwater. That's right. He had to go underwater. He ate the gillyweed. Oh, these guys are evil. What a fun page that is. Here they are in the maze. When one of his teammates gets killed, that's so sad. Oh, look at her cats. There she is, the headmistress with all the cats. The evil one. That'll be fun to do. Oh, this is where they're listening in on their parents, I think. Yeah, they're at the Weasley house and they're listening in. Or they're at the house where they're all hiding out. I think it's the Weasley house. Oh, this is a double page spread. This is where the Weasley twins quit school and just set off all fireworks. Oh, this one is fun. Look, this firework's a dragon, and there's smoke and stars, and they're, they're chasing her off. Oh my gosh, this is quite a page, quite a double page spread. This would be a lot of fun to do. It'd take a long time, I think, but it would be fun. I'm going to be really inclined to use acrylic markers in this book. They're doing their Patronus. She's got the otter. That's right, Hermione had an otter. Who had the puppy dog? I don't know who this is. Oh, there's a Death Eater. Even the bad guys are cute. This is that same scene where they're looking for the prophecy. They're so darn cute. Oh my God, Voldemort fighting Dumbledore. Again, we saw that in the other books, but look at this one. Oh my God, you guys, this book is so fun. And this paper is a little bit better than the first two. Snape, I think. Yeah, potions. There's the twins. They've got their new store. Oh, how fun. I really like the scenes that they chose for this one in the perspective. Luna, she's always a little off. Okay, that's something that went wrong. Ron blew up something in his face. That doesn't look good. Oh, he's hitting it. He's hitting a bludger. Yeah, that's what they do when they hit the bludgers. So that's a cool move. That's Ron. Hadn't seen that scene, that perspective. That's fun. What's this? There she is in that lion hat again. Yeah, I don't remember this scene at all or why she's in a lion hat. Maybe she came in from cheering them on because Ron's still in his outfit. So maybe that's just what she wore to go to the Quidditch match, maybe? Oh, this is a double page. Look at this. They're gonna look at the memory. Wow, that's great. And in the mirror reflection, that's really neat. I know he's supposed to be evil, but he's so dang cute. I can't stop laughing at him. Look at that face. Oh my gosh. Too many Harrys. Yep. Yep. Oh my God, Hagrid. He looks kind of badass there, doesn't he? Look at him. Get your motor running. Oh my gosh, this is great. This looks like they must be at the Weasley house, but I'm not sure. Is he dancing with Hermione? They're in a tent. Oh, there's his deer. Is that not sweet? Look at that Patronus. Yes, it's supposed to be an elk, but that deer is cute. Or it's supposed to be a stag, right? Oh, is that Ron? Ron with a sword? And look at the ghost. Ah! I don't know what this is, what scene this is. Oh, there's Dobby up there. Or Creature, because it looks like he's being bad. He's unscrewing that chandelier, so maybe it's Creature. Oh, look at that. Voldemort and Harry. That's great. They look, when they're trying to be mad and angry, they just look cuter. They're in the hidey house here, I think, right? Because I think that's his godfather. I think so. Oh. I didn't realize they rode a dragon. I forgot this part. Oh, yeah, they did, because then they had to get close to the water and jump off. Yeah, it's kind of an unwilling dragon. Oh, Snape. Sitting loose as Patronus, and it's the same as hers was. Always. Yes! Look at that giant blockhead. It's just great. With no hair. It's funny. Awesome. So this was the first one of these that was made, and the artist is Austin Bachle, Baechle, Bachle. And that's also the artist that does the next one too. He did both of these. So this one was 2023, and that's the ISBN number I'm showing you. You can find it on Amazon. I've not seen any of these on resale sites, but you might be able to. This one's brand new, so it would be hard to find on resale sites. This is 20 of 25. And this is specifically the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So I got this one at Walmart, only because I was at Walmart with my client and I saw it and I snatched it up. And I had to smell it because I love the smell of new ink. It smells so good. I actually wasn't sure if it was the same one as this one. So I hummed and hawed thinking they can't have two Funko Pop Harry Potters. But I bought it thinking that, well, I could always take it back, right? Because it wasn't, I think it was probably like, I don't know if it was Walmart. I didn't write down how much it was, but it's probably like $11. Well, it's cheaper than what it said here. I think it said 16 here. Yeah, it was like 12 at Walmart. But I got it home and they're not. It's another one. Because, you know, we need two of these. We need more than one Funko Pop. And here he is again, handing off the baby. And it is different. There are different scenes. Getting his letter. And it's the same artist who's doing this. Happy birthday, Harry. When they were when his terrible relatives took him to that lighthouse in the middle of nowhere. Ooh, I can still smell that new ink. I like it so much. Getting on the train. There's the train. Look at Hedwig. Hedwig has a square head too. Meeting Hermione for the first time. Ron and Harry sharing treats. Yeah, see, they're totally different scenes. Probably because it's the same artist, so he's not going to put the same scene in. Same picture. Here they are on the changing staircases. I love it. And I love that all the portraits have portraits in them, and they're all Funko Pops too, because the other ones, the frames were empty. It was like, I kind of felt like that was lazy. I like that these actually have portraits in them. They're in the library looking up things. I love this where they were in the, I forget what that plant was called, that as you moved, it would tighten. You had to relax and then you could sink through it. That's a lot of vines to color though. I don't know if I'd be doing that one. This one though, at night, that's the moon. Make it dark with light sources, all these light sources here. Coming up to the castle for the first time. Hagrid is so big in his boat. I love it, they're so dang cute. Oh, bad guy. But he doesn't know it yet. Getting to know him. The sorting hat, sorting Harry. There's McGonagall. It's cool how he's drawn them so that you can tell who all these are. I mean, you know who everybody is. Oh, Slytherin must have won something because Snape's happy. Dumbledore's shocked. McGonagall's like, whatever. Hagrid's shocked. Slytherin won something. Poor Ron. This is great. I love this with the feast and the candles and everything. Just fun. Really, these are thick lines, so markers would be great. I forgot this. This is something where he took this, right? Draco took this from someone. And so Harry jumped on his broom to go get it. And that's when McGonagall spies him and instead of getting in trouble, recruits him for the Quidditch team. Because they weren't supposed to be in the air flying. Yeah. And of course, Hermione always succeeds at her spells and Ron does not. Oh my gosh, guys, don't you just love these? They are so cute. And I don't think you have to... You okay, Jack? Go get a drink of water. I don't think you have to know what a Funko Pop is to enjoy this. I mean, it just looks kind of chibi, or made them into toys. And so I don't think there's any special knowledge you have to really enjoy these pages. Oh, this is where they got the troll. Yeah. I mean, it's just cool. Cartoon version of, oh, this is where he's delivering his new broom that he got. Just cartoon versions of Harry Potter, and it's fun. There's a lion. Ron, Harry, the trio. Oh, that's the invisibility cloak. Oh, that would be really fun to try to do. I would probably make it glow, maybe, underneath because of their wands. That'll be hard. It'd be, you know, making something look see-through. It'd be fun. Oh, he's got his dragon's egg that he's going to hatch. And they're a little concerned. Hermione's always concerned. Look at this guy, the three-headed dog is so, the Cerberus is so cute. Look at him. Oh my God. He's adorable with his square head. You guys, this book is so much fun. And I know when I color it and I put the page out there, everybody will know what it, even if they don't know what a Funko Pop is, they'll be like, yeah, that's Harry Potter. How could you not know? It's so funny. I love him playing, sitting on the stoop playing. Or his puppy dog. Fluffy. Remember, they realized that he goes to sleep with music, so they put the magic harp in there. There he is. This is another one, decorating the tree. And they're playing wizarding chess. Ah, there's... Look at the horse. That's not majestic at all. It looks kind of like a rhinoceros with its chubby and its horn. He's so serious. Oh my gosh, that's cute. You know, it'd be fun to color like a page in the serious book like this and then this page. That would be fun. It'd be fun to color the serious one and the Funko Pop one. I'm kind of excited that some of these are the same scenes that are in the more serious books. Yeah, like this one's in there. Where they're getting ready to play the chess. Oh, that's where he's getting the snitch. We haven't seen one like that, and that's iconic. This is one where Snape is mumbling a spell, and they think he's trying to ditch him, but he's actually trying to protect him, and she sets his cloak on fire. It's actually this guy that's chanting the bad spell. Oh, that's where he's trying to get the keys. And here's our first wallpaper page we've seen. It's cute, though. Another puzzle. Oh, this is Gringotts. They're going into the vault, 713. Yeah, see, they just had to relax and they could fall through that weed. Strangleweed? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, when he looked in the mirror, he could see his parents. Oh, this is a double-page spread. And this is where Dumbledore finds him. He's known he's been there all along. Look at his big head with his long hair. Oh, my gosh. I just love this book. Oh, there's Dumbledore's face right there. He sees it. He's looking in the mirror and sees himself. Oh, that's right, because he has the thing in his pocket. It's showing him that the thing's in his pocket that they're looking for. The stone. Oh, under the stairs. Dursley, look at that, the kid. Ugh, banging on the steps. Poor guy. And this is where he's recuperating from falling, I think. And Dumbledore comes in to talk to him. And here they're all having their... Nope, it's not a double page. Slytherin won something, and they're having a feast. And there's McGonagall and her funny owl. Oh my gosh, you guys. So good. Now I was trying to remember this one. That's his pet. But does he get petrified? I think he gets petrified. I think so. I think that's Neville. His little pajamas has got like little panda bears on them. Are you loving this as much as I am? Or is it just me? Because I just think it's so cute. Oh, that's what's on there. That was the, I think that was the title page on the other book. Yep, same artist. And this was this year, Inside Editions. So every one of these books you purchase from Inside Editions, they do plant 2 trees for every 1 tree used. So it's a good thing. But this is licensed by Funko and by Warner Brothers. So these are all legit. These aren't, you know, like illegal fan art or anything. This is all legit art. So these are the different sorts. I got these to share for those of you who love Harry Potter, because it's so confusing. There's so many Harry Potter coloring books. But to recommend, I mean, obviously, these are my favorites, the Funko Pop ones. I think they're absolutely cute. And I think the paper is better than the others a little bit. The best paper is in the Thunder Bay Press book. So these 3 I absolutely adore. This one is, of the ones that are the themed, this one's my favorite. The paper is a little bit thicker, but I just love the seams and I love the way the pages are laid out. And for a serious book, this one's my favorite. These 2 are fine. This one is very thin, but the paper's a little bit better than the other one. So, and it's got some really nice images in it. And then this one is, like I said, my least favorite, mostly because of the paper. Well, it's about the same, I guess. But the images, there's some good ones in here, but they're a little bit more wallpapery in this series of books. So there's not any repeats. There are repeats of scenes, but they're from different angles and such. The only repeats are in the color by number, but then they're color by number. So that's totally different. So I hope this helps you if you're looking for Harry Potter coloring books. Maybe you found some that you like. I think you can, this is Amazon and this is Amazon. All these I got on Amazon. This one I found at Walmart, but I'm sure it's on Amazon. And probably for cheaper. So I hope this was fun for you and you got to see some fun books and maybe something you might like. I'm not an Amazon affiliate, although I've been told I should be because I tend to enable a few of you. There is a hashtag going around some of my groups that says Candice made me buy it. But I'd say that you can't go wrong with any of these. It really depends on your taste. And I went through all of them at a nice slow pace so you can see. Flip throughs are hard to find of some of these. So hopefully this will help you decide if there's something you might like to color. And if you have any of these and want to do a buddy, let me know. I really want to get into these Funko Pop ones next month. But then again, there's some in here I'd like to get into as well. And all of them, actually. So just let me know if you'd ever like to do a buddy in any of these books. And I hope you have had a fun evening in my cabin with me. I've really enjoyed having you here. And I hope Jack wasn't too irritating with his chewing of the bone, but that's life in the cabin, and you guys get it all. So it's now very late at night, and I'm going to get ready for bed and maybe have a piece of chocolate before I get ready for bed. And I hope you have a nice, peaceful night and a day wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in the next video. I love you. Bye-bye.